Now, let me go to the next slide. This is very important to you. How many of you are in agreement or in agreement with the strengths and weaknesses that we discussed today? If you are in agreement with what we discussed so far, can you please raise the hands? Great. Thank you. I think probably the survey that we did and the expectations from the people also do match. That's cool. Now, this slide is very important. To which company I should apply for job? Your target companies. Ask your question. See, don't look at the company first. First ask the question, what do you want? Money? Okay, I want a job. That's a frank answer, no? But through the job, what do you want? Money or a brand? Okay, no, I'm working in this company. By telling this, I can boss around. Do you want that brand? Or no, my aim to get the job is definitely here to earn the money, but at the same time, I want to learn and learn and learn, because this is the first thing, right? A few people answered brand name, a few people answered learning. I could see the answers coming through the chat. But ask a simple question. You are now 21. A fresher, you may be 21 or 22 or 20. And assuming that your retirement age is 60. If you give time to learn first 3 years, and then another 3 years or 2 years to gain the brand, from that point onwards, money will start pouring into you. If you chase learning, brand will automatically come to you. If you have the learning and brand, money will come to you definitely. But the problem is, don't chase money right on the first shot. Okay. If any of you want to know about money, okay, I think in yesterday's rediff.com, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, billionaire in India, talked about money. It was in yesterday's rediff.com. I'm not sure whether it is going to be available today. You can see that. Business. I was not sure where it was. You can search in this Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's talk about money. That will give you a very, very clear idea. But please do listen to that, because many times, if you start chasing money, you will not get these two so easily. But if you start chasing this, rest everything will come to you. But only thing is, maybe a few years, maybe 2 or 3 years, when you have got 40 years of career ahead of you, there is no problem in spending those 2 years, right? Please do that. Now, you have the choice to work for top 50 companies or a smaller company. A smaller company, okay, the reason why I'm talking about smaller company here is getting to an off-campus interview of a top company is relatively tougher, maybe very, very less than getting an off-campus interview of a smaller company. So when it comes to on-campus placement, biggies, the top 20 companies play a vital role in India. The moment you are out of the college, finish your degree, the god companies are the smaller companies. A smaller company provides a better and faster learning environment. Absolutely no doubt in it. Because it's a smaller group, there are people who help you side by side. In a smaller company, your identity is established. In a few places I have heard, okay, now I am part of 2 lakhs people, I am part of 1.5 lakhs people. So you don't have a specific identity for that. Okay. Okay, so a few people have already found the Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's Rediff link. Okay. So I'll probably have to get this. Okay, let me just open that link and then send it to all. Okay. Now, here, the third point, Challenges are more in a smaller company, yes. Lot of challenges. You may not get anything that you want directly. You may have to work harder on that part. So in that case, it's not going to be easy. Okay, it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. So in that case, what should I do? Face the challenge. Face the challenge. Don't avoid the challenge. Face the challenge. Challenges make one to learn better and faster. Remember, Gandhiji was challenged in the train. He challenged it back. Had it not happened, we would not have got a Mahatma. So face the challenge. Who are the entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs are the business people who chase challenge, who do not chase money, who chase challenge. When they win the challenge, money, brand, everything comes to them. So my suggestion is, if at all you are looking at appearing for an interview, attack a smaller one. Okay, do not attack a castle. Attack a smaller one. You have a better chance of winning it. So your target companies need to be that way. Else, you may take a longer time. This is a fact. You need to understand that. You say, I want to work only in these companies. Just for a moment, remove that mindset. Look at that. Opportunities are plenty. The problem is they don't want to do. The negative mindset of not coming to the product companies is the problem. The next thing, this is very important, preparing for the interviews. One of the things I always see, soon after everybody seeing that, hey, I finished 4 years of college education, 2 years of higher secondary education, but what they are expecting is a 1-month course to get them the job. Please understand. A 1-month course alone is not going to help you. What you are built over the last 20 years. Just 1 month alone is not going to make a lot of things. But what you need to look into that 1 or 2 months is changing your mindset. Aptitude wise, all of a sudden you cannot become proficient in anything, but you can start moving in that direction, and you need to make that. Don't hurry. You have waited 21 years. You have waited so long. Don't be in a hurry. 2 months, give a push. Why should I say 60 days? Because if you go to health checkups, right, in 2 months, we can definitely bring everything under control in terms of pressure, in terms of urinal problems, in terms of cholesterol and other issues. If you really do exercise and other stuff, in 2 months, you can bring back your physique to definitely acceptable conditions. You can lose even 10 kgs of weight in 2 months. Same way, you can tune your mind in 2 months. One of the first thing that you need to look at this is this. Every important technical term, please write it down. Okay, on this term, I will talk this. You need to talk about 3 sentences. If somebody is asking, what is bug report? You should have 3 topmost sentences to talk about that. If you are able to talk that, I think rest of the interview will go easily. The problem is people know just some meanings, some definitions. That is the first sentence. But where is it used? How is it used? So if you ask a question, what is it, the definition? Where should be used? How it is used? If you have answer for these 3 in 3 sentences, that's the first thing that you can crack. Another thing, every day take a simple analytical reasoning, 30 to 50 questions. You must get used to it, because the mind, more and more you use, it will become more functional. It can think much faster and better. You can see, if you want to get practice of that, you can use our openmentor.net platform. I think many of you might be already knowing this. For the people who are joining new, right? Through this, there is an online exam place, practice. It may be technical exam or it may be analytical exam, right? There are a lot of question papers over here. Suppose I want to take something like reasoning and quantitative, this exam. Click on that. It will start posing the questions one after the other. Start answering the questions. We will be uploading more and more questions to you, or there's a competition success review. There are many people, there are many magazines and books available. Please take that. For example, I'm just taking arbitrarily, I'm choosing, it may not be the right answer. You can choose the question, choose the answer, next, done, evaluate your capabilities, but take tests. When you take tests, it makes you functional. It makes you think. Simple question. People who are appearing for CAT or IIT, what do? They practice. Then they crack it. They struggle for 2 years. But look at that. They have a 40 years of bright career, right? You cracked in the engineering exam. You cracked higher secondary exam. Same way, you need to crack a few aptitude exams. Definitely. Without that, it's not going to get. Freshers, most of the companies demand aptitude tests. So you need to practice that. This is another thing. Practice interview with every day with a friend. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Get used to it. When you are getting in, good evening, sir, or good morning, sir, whatever, right? And you need to talk about yourself. What is your college project? And some of, as I said, some of the technical terms. You should be able to solve the problems. Present it, your shoulders up, sitting positions. Practice it, no harm. And you are doing it for your good thing. Many people take interviews that itself as a practice match, right? Recently, one of the comments in, I think, Rediff or somewhere else, I see the Indian team didn't do the practice in the nets, but rather they took 5-day matches as their practice matches, right? You have to practice before you get into that place. Please do that. Another thing, operating system actions, basic database, basic web server. You need to know, because now the world is moving towards web. Pretty much like you know how to boot the computer and how to switch off the computer, how to send email. What is the OS doing? In database, basic stuff, what should I do? In a web server, basically what should I do? You need to know, it's a must. Again, if you want to know about those things, go to Open Mentor. There are a lot of recorded training sessions available. I want to know about applications. I want to know about web servers, web services, right? Everything is right here, right? And the same thing, if you go to youtube.com/free Open Mentor, this is a free channel in which most of our webinars are recorded. A lot of people, look at this, 67,000 views. If you go to some of these items over here, you could see rational functional tester, 1,885 times. This is 5,000 times viewed. We are happy because by doing this work for free, look at this, JMeter, 13,000 views, 10,000 views. That means I'm happy somewhere 13,000 freshers or somebody looked at this, which is the biggest service we are trying to do. Attend this. This will give you enormous amount of insight about so many new tools and technologies. Do this. Every day, 3 sentences on those things, key terms. How many of you remember your higher secondary exams? Right? Open Mentor is 100% free. Anything in Open Mentor, you can get it free, you can access. Start using it. No issues at all. Right? Now, the second thing is, you need to keep on practicing the tests. Talking. The practice interview is talking. Start with 1 minute. Increase it to 2 minutes. 2 months. Start facing it for 1 full hour. I'm sure within first 5 interviews you will get it. Guaranteed. But problem is, people do not practice. They just like that come to interview. They don't even know what they have written in their resumes. They don't even remember what they have done in college projects. That's a waste of time for the interviewee. That's a waste of time for the interviewer. So practice, all I am asking is, you give on these items 2 hours a day. Spend some time in open. There are so many sites like Open Mentor. Spend 2 months. You will feel the difference. You will come back and then say, hey, Nagaraj, I got the job. How do you know that this is going to work? Me as an individual person, Nagarajan, I have tried this trick to many of my cousins and many of the freshers. We saw this working phenomenally. But the only thing is, we need to get always motivated. Every day you start practice for the first week. First week it will be difficult. Once you get into this groove, automatically you will start doing it. Guaranteed, after 60 days, if you start attending interview by practicing, you will crack it. But the problem is, people just like that, oh, I have a BE degree, I have an MCA degree, I am having an MBA degree, doesn't matter at all. The moment you are out of the college, industry is the master. They declare, they decide, and they dictate the terms. So unless you crack their code, it's not going to happen. So please